Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further Carmelo Anthony.
He put in some serious work on the glass. Stayed aggressive, put that extra.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. This is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Fellas, just like we were saying earlier, a lot of excitement has been built around this new season. So far, it has not disappointed. Your thoughts, Shaq, on things so far?
Well, for the teams that are losing,
welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. For the Denver Nuggets. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here is Chalmers. 9 points last game. For the three. Denver the rebound. Here's Hickson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
All sorts of time. Teletovich's shot is good. Teletovic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Barton. He makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. Freak dishes to Thomas. He kicks it to Freak. Here's Williams. The shot no good. Nice D from Chandler. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside Jackson lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New York. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Chandler outside. Jackson in the corner from downtown. Again, the miss by Jackson.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Now here's Freak, defended by Chalmers. Freak kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Chandler. The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And that one falls for Williams.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Chandler. And it's Gary Harris in for Jackson. The Knicks leading by 3. The dish to Thomas. And here's Freak. Williams passes to Peterson. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a play. For Gallinari. And it's Jackson in for Harris. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Freak subbed in for Langston Galloway. They got Jackson. Bill Barton is out there with Kenneth Faried. And there's Hickson. And it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Anthony left side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
And stolen by Freak. Thomas a screen. Freak kicks to Calderon. He dishes it to Anthony. Now here's Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the 2 teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them. They often don't get a chance to feel that way.
Out to the right wing. Teletovic dishes to Freak. Fires at the elbow. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
The Knicks leading by 9.
Move the ball.
Kicks to Calderon. Thomas a screen. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Anthony missing again. The Nuggets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Anthony kicks to Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And it's 7 points for Freak.
This is a tale of two quarters here, really. In the first, they had trouble converting their possessions. I think their field goal percentage was a tad over 20%. But they've shot themselves out of that slump, and now they have the lead and look to be in a good place offensively.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And so we conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 12.
Well, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters. Substitution here for Denver. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Martin comes in for Gallinari. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Chalmers in for Moutier. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Peterson, he's in at the point. Mirza Teletovic out there with Williams. Then there's Lance Thomas. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. The Knicks leading by 13 and pushing it up. Here's New York. It's hauled in by Harris.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Chalmers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
The pass to Aflalo. Jacks up a 3. Martin with the rebound. Martin's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Harris. Thomas passes to Teletovic. Outside for Thomas. Aflalo outside. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Screen by Fareed. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. For the Knicks, Anthony comes in for Williams. The Knicks leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Knicks.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Anthony. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Chalmers is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Calderon with it. Lopez, a screen on Hickson. Now, Freak. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. The kick out to Williams. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for...
You are men amongst boys tonight.
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your